Hi, I'm Lee Partridge and welcome back to Col UTV for our matchday show ahead of the Charlton Athletic game this evening in the Papa John's Trophy. We could secure progression into the knockout stages this evening with a win, but it's going to be tough against League One opposition. First up, let's take a look back at Saturday's game and goals with the thoughts from Matt Bloomfield afterwards.
Matt, it's all about goals, isn't it? Goals change games.
Yeah, and a big decision from the referee not to give us a foul. It's a blatant foul on Cole Scouse in the middle of the box. Cole's going to head the ball away and he gets pushed from right in the middle of his back. And unfortunately, it wasn't given. It was a blatant foul, and unfortunately, that kind of changed the game.
And that is so frustrating because we've just said how important goals change games. How important they are. And because after a first half in which your side was the better side.
Yeah, I felt in control. I really enjoyed the first half. I thought we played on the front foot, showed the energy and the enthusiasm that I'd asked for, and the boys did that. I was so proud of them and their performance in the first half. Kwesi Appiah was absolutely fantastic for us up the top of the pitch. We had a good line at the back. We were comfortable. We attacked balls when we needed to. We got the ball down and passed it when we needed to. We slid it in behind them when we needed to. It was really good decisions. And like I say, we came out second half. We knew they were going to try and step on a little bit. It's football, no two halves are the same. But unfortunately for us, that decision goes against us. The penalty, and they score from that. Then followed by the penalty soon after. And we were on the back foot a little bit, but we changed the shape. And I thought we stepped back on it last 15-20 minutes. Had a couple of chances ourselves, and I think we can count ourselves unfortunate to come away without anything from the game.
Have you seen the video replay? You're really confident that there was a foul on Cole Scouse that was crucial in Josh Davidson equalising.
Yes.
So, do you have a word with the referee? So your first game in charge, and already you've been let down by refereeing decisions. I guess welcome to League Two management.
I think it's management.
Management in general.
I think football is full of situations that you can't dictate, you can't quantify, and you can't kind of influence at times. Maybe they came out and stepped on us a little bit second half, like I say, but it's a big decision that goes against us. But I think what I'd like to do is concentrate on the performance that we gave, especially first half. I felt really good about the boys. I thought that they showed that quality, that enthusiasm, that energy, everything that we'd spoken about in the last 24 hours. And I was really proud of them in that first half, And then the last 15-20 20 minutes we didn't give up. You know, we came back, good save at the back post, right at the end we could have nicked an equaliser. So we'll learn from it. That's for sure. You know, barely been in the building 24 hours, and there's plenty to learn about this group. But the one thing I'm really positive about is that I've seen enough today to know that we'll start picking up results.
Barely in the building 24 hours, and he's the BBC local radio reporter asking about referees' decisions. Unhappy with the first goal. That's a foul by Osama Ashley that leads to the second. No complaints about that?
No complaints about that one. It's a foul. I don't think he saw the guy coming over from around his shoulder and gone to clear the ball and clipped him. So no arguments about that one. There's certain things we could have done to protect ourselves against that situation, and we'll look at that and we'll review it and we'll go through it and we'll learn from it. We have to learn fast. But like I say, there's plenty of positives to take from it.
There is, and definitely want to talk about them too. That's a first assist for Dan Chester's and a first goal for Kwesi Appiah, and it was a really well made, well taken goal.
It was. I want the boys to get the ball down and pass it. I want us to be attacking team that has got some really exciting players. There's some good footballers at this football club. There's some exciting attacking talent, and I want to give them the freedom to go and do that in the right areas. Dan Chester's I've heard a lot about, and I saw enough today to be positive about him, and I thought Kwesi Appiah first half was absolutely fantastic. Ran the channels for us, held the ball up, got his goal, linked play. Junior played a great pass down his right hand side, passed it into his feet. So like I say, it's a really positive for us that Dan got the assist and Kwesi got his goal.
And 7 minutes of stoppage time, and there to the last minute or 7 minutes, I'm not sure who, point blank header, keeper gets something on it. Fine margins. Fine margins. It is fine margins, but we need to make sure that those margins start going in our favour because we want to win football matches and we want to start getting points on the board. I wish we'd be talking about a win today, because we were talking about fine margins. It could have been, but you take any satisfaction. It's your first game in charge. It's a big moment in your life. That's a positive, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be down about this situation. Certainly not. I hate losing football matches. I want to win every one. Of course I do. But there's always something to learn. And like I say, barely 24 hours in the building. There's lots to learn about this group of footballers. There's lots to learn about them as people and as players and personalities. And I've learned quite a bit today, and I'll continue learning for a good little while. Yeah, I'm sure. So I'm not going to be down. I'm going to be positive with the boys. We'll come in Monday morning, and we need to start building. We've got a game Tuesday night in the Papa John's Trophy, and we move forward.
A positive reflection on what was a good game for the U's, a better performance, even though we didn't get the result and the points we wanted in South London. Matt will be hoping to get his first win for the club tonight, and you can watch that game live on iFollow. If you're not here this evening, head across to the iFollow at just £10 to watch the game. You can see the team news. It's now on our website, the full team news, and on our socials. A man who isn't involved this evening is Kwesi Appiah. He spoke to Neil Kelly after Saturday's defeat.
Kwesi, your first goal in the game that you lost.
Yes, that's the most frustrating part. I felt like we'd done enough in the first half, especially to be in control a bit longer in the second half. But obviously, them scoring early in the second half gave them a bit of momentum and ultimately changed the game. First goal off the mark. Hopefully more to come, but in better circumstances.
Powerful header, got well above your man at the far post.
Yeah, for a guy of my size, I do manage to score quite a few headers. So I back myself when the ball comes in the box to get a few headed goals. So nice to get one today.
And great work by youngster Dan Chester's.
Yeah, we know Dan Chester's quality, and I told him before the game, you got two options. You can put it in the front post and you chip it up at the back post, and he chose the right one, and I was there luckily and nodded it in.
I'm sitting there thinking at half time, Wimbledon haven't really shown much here. They haven't really threatened much at all. And yet, second half, 2 goals in the first 20 minutes of the second half. Where does it go away from you as a side?
It just seems sometimes that just happens in football. You dominate completely the first half. You and me, everyone there is thinking, wow, like we can do what we want in this game, really. And then that early goal, just changes the momentum and gives them confidence. The fans get behind them a bit more, and sometimes they just suck the ball into the goal, and that's just how it goes, unfortunately. I felt like yourself, we had good momentum in the first half and felt really in control of the game. So lack of belief after they scored, and they had the energy, and we just couldn't quite get in the game after that.
I don't know if you were helped by the referee though. I'm not complaining about the penalty, because most of us thought it might be a foul. But the goal in which Cole Skuse is knocked to the ground and then stuck home by Josh Davidson. What's your take on that?
I think what you said there's a fair assessment, you know. In our eyes, it's a foul in the box. And to be honest with you, there's a foul even on me up the pitch when the balls come up to me. So, you know, you can pick the bones out of it. You can say the referee's obviously not made the right decision for us, but football, man, these things happen. You know, you get some of those decisions, you don't get some of those decisions. But, okay, it's cost us today, but hopefully we'll get a few of them our way going forward.
See, what I'm wondering is that what it's about? That Wimbledon get this lucky break and then that gives them all the momentum? Or are you hinting that, okay, that's happened, but in some ways we've got to be better when that happens?
I mean, there's only so much you can do when the last contact your player's got is him a shove in the back, you know, and then the ball's in the back of the net, you know, so there's not really enough time to make up for that.
I meant really in terms of the response thereafter, because you said Wimbledon
of course.
Then get that momentum, and is there any way you can solve actually, towards the end of the game, you do seize it back, and you're so near the equaliser.
Yeah, of course. At the end of the game, they're going to sit off a little bit and protect the lead, aren't they? So you can expect that. But in terms of the momentum after they scored the equaliser, you know, that's always expected away from home. The fans are going to get behind them, and naturally they get a bit more momentum and confidence. You know, they win a few more 50-50s, and just things like that end up gravitating towards them rather than us. So it's unfortunate, but again, it's football. It's a long season, and we've seen enough today that will be okay.
You had a good time here. Do they remember you, or do they just give you loads of abuse because you're playing for the opposition?
I mean, they gave me abuse when I was playing for them, so it's no surprise to me. And then you take that, you know, that's part of football. You know, a little bit of interaction with the fans, and as long as they don't cross the line, you know, you take it on the chin and move on.
I just listened to Matt Bloomfield, the new head coach at Colchester United. He singled out one player. Might be a bit unfair there, but he focused on one player's performance, I thought, in particular. That's you, Crazy Appiah. Talked about your strong running, talked about your hold-up play, and you got a goal and so on. So, don't mind about the Wimbledon fans. You'd be really impressed, the man who matters most.
Yeah, of course. You know, I'm here to do a job for the team. He's the new man in charge, and we want to do the best for him and get Colchester up the league. So, I'm pleased that he's seen a good performance from me and knows what I can add and bring to the team. And you know, us as a team now, we've all got to bring our best and bring our A game every game to turn the results around. So, I'm pleased he said that, and that's nice to hear. More coming up now. We've got some games that we need to give some big performances, bigger than what we did today, and better results, of course.
You strike me as a confident person. You have to be a striker. 23rd at the table. Should the fans, the pundits, the media types, should we be worried, or do you think this side, this squad, has got everything it needs to charge at the table like you're indicating?
Yeah, I believe so. You know, the manager's just come in, so he's not been with us that long. He's pleased with what he saw. He knows and believes in us as a team, so I'm sure we'll be fine.
He's clearly happy to get off the mark, as we can see, and let's hope we see plenty more goals this evening from the lads. Right, we need to keep an eye on the Gillingham-Brighton game to see what we need to do to progress. That was an early kickoff. That's approaching half-time now. I guess 7 o'clock kickoff. A win will all but put us there, depending on what's going on the game in Kent. Just a couple more things before we go. Head over to the website and our socials for all the starting lineup and the subs for tonight's game. Don't forget to email us anything you want for the show, for the big screen on a match day or the programme, media@colchesterunited.net. And also, you can watch the game live anywhere in the UK, anywhere in the world. If you're not here this evening, pop across to iFollow, just £10 to watch that. We'll leave you with our last competitive meeting with Charlton, a penalty shootout win in this very competition from 2016. I'll let you get out there, cheer on the lads, and I'll be back tomorrow evening for the midweek show. Till then, it's goodbye for now.